Hello everyone, welcome back to FX Capital Analysis and Forecasting. We approaching another week for November, which is week 46. So for this week, we're going to forecast the market, and as you can see, we got extra pair in top pair, which is 8 top pair and 3 wildcard. And I will explain later why I have extra pair for this week. So this week, we're going to have the structure in the place, so we expect multiple impulse move going to happen in 3 to 6 months, which is we understood that US changed the president, which is when we change president there will so many change in terms of taxes, law, budget and everything. So if we in different management, so we expect price in USD will impact most of the pair in dollar index as well. So for this week, I will start forecast dollar index and followed by top pair and wildcard. So we start with dollar index. In dollar index, we can see in a high time frame, we can see price at this ascending channel, one touch, second touch, third touch, and pull and break the ascending channel and create a flag. So you can see in lower time frame, price already create this flag and break the structure, and I expect price to go to this area and pull back from here. So USD right now in a bear phase, and we expect price going to bullish soon, in this area. So that's all for dollar index. We understand the dollar index we might be impact most of the pair in the market. First pair, we start with gold USD. Gold USD in high time frame, price at this area, stay this area, want to create a bigger flag in weekly time frames. So and we move to 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, price break the structure, create a flag. If you're able to buy this position, you're able to move with this impulse. This impulse is coming from the weakness of dollar. So we can see it moved to dollar a little bit. So we can see the price, the weakest of dollar impacted so the strain of your gold. That's the correlation between two. But even though we have a correlation, but we 100% follow the structure, there's only the idea how the price move. So in this situation, what I'm looking for, this is the 90% rules that we have in FX Capital. So what I'm looking for, if price want to create ascending channel, price might be pull back from here, or if price move to the downside, I expect price to touch this area and bullish again to the upside. So this will be minimum setup from this pair. I will buy this position again in this area, set my stop loss and move to the upside to 90% rules. So that will be the setup for gold position. Only buy setup in this moment. Next we move to second pair, which is USD CHF. USD CHF, we see this is bigger descending channel in high time frame. So price quite a good structure, and in this degree we will sell this position to the downside. And we move to lower time frame, we can say the price start to create ascending channel or rising wedge, if you want to say it's rising wedge, and I expect price to pull back and move to the downside at the third touch. Most likely this area, I expect if price break through the upside in impulsive phase, this is the area as high probability area. I always said price to move to downside and create any flag and sell to the downside. I will always focus on third touch first, and if price impulse to the upside, I will sell the price to the downside and move to this area. Quite a good structure. price approaching high probability area. Next we move to Euro USD. Euro USD, you can see price in developing, price squeezing in symmetrical triangle is about 70% of symmetrical triangle, what we can see is symmetrical triangle. So we can see in this area price, I expect price to approach to the upside and touch this area, set my alert and set my entry order, move to the downside. Either I want to enter reduce risk entry, this will be risk entry if price moves to the downside. If reduce risk entry, I will set any flag from here and move to the downside. So they will be set up for the Euro USD, quite a good structure as well. Next we move to Pound USD. Pound USD, you can see price approaching this area. So this is a quite weird structure. Either I want to set this trend line from here or here, so I decided to set trend line from here. But we focus in lower time frame. Lower time frame approaching very multiple opportunity. So price at double top right now. I'm in sell position. I still not close my position. So if price move to the downside, it's very good structure. However, I have the possibility and price to move to the upside. And for the upside move, I will expect price to make a touch to this area and sell this position. Set my entry from here and sell to the downside. However, I will keep in mind that price at the middle of structure, there's a multiple opportunity or chances price will move to this area and sell to the downside. So this line is just for my reference. Next we move to another pair, which is New Zealand Canadian dollar. New Zealand Canadian dollar, which is a price approaching again to high probability area, which is this area, and I want to sell this from this point of high probability area. Next we move to 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, we're going to start developing ascending channel in the middle of structure, and this will be a double top indicator for me to sell to the downside, and I will be with price to approaching this area, but I must aware that price have probability to approach area and sell to the downside. Either I want to sell as a reduced risk entry or risk entry. I will wait how the price develop, and I will take the message from the market and execute based on my experience and my testing data. Either I want to set a stop loss above the structure if the price approaching double top. I will sell another position for scale in or other possibility, which I will decide it later after the price develop, and sell through downside. Very clean structure, straightforward, and we move to the next pair. This will be New Zealand CHF. For New Zealand CHF, price approaching descending channel, approaching the high probability area as well. We expect price to sell to this area. So it will be very clean structure. Next we move to 1 hour time frame. In 1 hour time frame, price approach and start developing ascending channel. In this moment, I will wait price to start developing this area. If price approaching this area at third touch and high probability area, it will be massive move and sell through downside. Similar strategy, risk entry or reduce risk entry. We wait price to start developing another flag and sell to the downside. So this will be the setup, and I will set my entry order based on the flag. Oh, sorry about that. And bring to the downside. So quite a good structure. So many opportunity for the next week. Price almost approaching what we're looking for. Next we move to USD Canadian dollar. So USD Canadian dollar, you can see price ascending channel, we forecasting and we expect price to move to the upside. If price move to the downside, we just wait any flag move to the downside. Very simple. And however, I'm very positive and I really looking to price to move to the upside. This because if price break this structure, or we wait price to pull back and create any flag, I will wait for tight flag to be precise and set my entry order based on the flag and move to the upside. Very clean structure, so it will be the setup move to the upside. If price move to the downside, we let's see and we will recap in midweek review. So next final pair for top pair, which is USD CHF. USD CHF, similar strategy, price approaching this 90% rules, break the ascending channel or symmetry or rising wedge, impulsive move in weekly. In this moment, I will wait price to move to the upside as well, similar to USD CAD. So price already break the structure, and I will wait price to pull back, create flag, and buy the set a buy setup. So it will be clean structure, and the strategy that we trade is based on our experience and forecasting. So that's all for top pair. We move to our wildcard. Wildcard will be first wildcard Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar will be in this area. So I will wait price to move to down here and move to the upside. We review our lower time frame. Lower time frame, this will be the structure that I able to draw. So one touch, second touch, third touch, move to the downside. Price move to the downside after this third touch. If you're able to sell this position, it will be good. And however, price already in this area, so I will wait price to make a touch from here and sell and buy this position. Very clean structure, mid valid trade, buy position, move to the upside. Second, we move to pound Canadian dollar. Pound Canadian dollar at the middle of structure. So in middle of structure, price create this kind of larger bear flag. So I will price make a third touch from this area and sell to the downside as a valid trade because price at the middle of structure and move to the downside. Okay guys, that's all for this pair. And final pair for wildcard, you can see in high time frame, price at the middle of structure, and in 1 hour you can see price create this quite a bigger and quite a slightly messy structure. However, we trade the structure and I will wait price to move to the upside in this area and sell after multi-touch. Guys, it will be massive if price move to the upside and pull back from that area. We call it 177 pips move to the upside. It will take quite some time to move to the outside if price approaching ascending channel move to the outside. So that's all for this week. Thank you for your time to watch our forecasting. Make sure you take note if you want to take note, and if you want to have very precise move, you can follow my forecasting. If you want to have independent and very sustainable approach, you focus by your own, compare with my forecasting, and develop your ability and skill to trade by your own and be an independent trader. It's very important because it's very sustainable way to approach trading. So that's all for this week guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and follow our Instagram. Goodbye.